2 years ago from today, I left home to travel alone, and the journey taught me a lot of lessons. And I decided that what better way would be than to share this with you all. And so I decided to compile few of the lessons. I cannot, because obviously when you travel, you learn a lot about life. But the whole idea was to compile five of those things that I've learned. Okay, so yeah, I left home at 19. I traveled, and here are five things that I learned. The first thing that I learned was that the journey builds more character than the destination ever will. You know, a lot of the lessons that I learned was not when I arrived at the destination, but when I was on the journey to the destination. I learned a lot of things when I was alone, catching my flights, uh, for some reason catching a boat, then traveling by road, obviously. So like there was a series of things that happened in this. I met new people. As a matter of fact, even my drivers and the boat crew and people, right? It was a journey. I was still reaching my destination. So I learned so much from them about the place, about where I wanted to go, more than the actual place itself. And I realized that it is not actually the destination that builds you, it is a journey. Similarly, like, let me give you an example. I realize, like, people don't realize this, okay? But I'll take a generic fitness example because most people can relate with it. People go to the gym, they work out, they work hard, okay? And when they work out, they forget one thing, they're trying to reach somewhere. And it gets difficult for them to reach over there because they come, they're like, nothing's happening, and then they just give up and they go away because they're not patient enough to wait. If they would have been going to the gym because they enjoy the process, because they enjoy the journey, they know the destination, but they're in no hurry to reach there. They would have reached the destination and they would have reached really well. But the whole idea is that, do not focus on where you want to go, but how you're, like, when you're on the journey of where you want to go, live in those days as well. The journey is more important. That is what builds character, that is what will build you. I traveled, I know, take it from me. Okay. Second thing is that if you're wondering why am I looking over there, there's a whiteboard. I've jotted the points over there. Any which ways. So the second thing is that, fear kills more dreams than failure ever will. This is again something that I learned while traveling, right? When you're afraid, right? When you're scared, that will really, really kill more dreams than failure actually ever will. Some people are so afraid that they never even try. Like, it's okay, try and fail, but at least fail. Failure is better than doing nothing. And if you keep letting fear drive you, if you keep letting fear making you the person you want to be, right, you will never be the right person, you will never be capable of being the right person. So don't let fear rule your life. Kick it out of your life. Like, you really don't need it. Okay, just be happy with who you are and don't be afraid, and just take that leap. Just take that leap. Believe, have faith, and take that leap. Okay, which brings me to my next point. Success is on the other side of comfort. Okay, what does that mean? Let me go back on a little flashback story. So when I was traveling, right, uh, there was an interesting thing. When I was traveling, I had a fear, right? I had a fear of traveling alone because I knew that for the next 6 months I'm by myself and nowhere near anyone who I know. So I'm not even in the same country, as a matter of fact. I was really, really far from friends and family. So the whole idea was that, like, it's a very uncomfortable situation for me, and it was like, should I go, should I not go, should I go, should I not go? Because, like, what if something happens? Like, what if I have a problem over there? What if something happens, or what if things are not going correct? Like, where do I go, what do I do? And that fear, right, that fear was holding me back, which also, like, I didn't want to get out of my comfort zone because of that. Like, I had got so comfortable being where I was not ready for change. I did not want to change because I was like, I'm happy with where I am. But then I had to have that conversation with myself and realize that I could sit where I am. Okay, and that's how life would lead. Nothing would change. Like, but I really wanted that change so bad. I wanted to see the capabilities and beauty what life has to offer. Like, Are things that people show you on YouTube real, or is it just a fantasy created for us? I wanted to experience that. So I decided to get out of the comfort zone and I booked my flight tickets. Completely scared and out of my comfort zone. But the thing is, I'm so happy I did that. That moment, right? The moment I was the most uncomfortable and afraid of turned out to be the major lesson of my life. It was literally the point I needed to change my life around. Like, I'm so happy I did that. And now it makes me so happy that I can do it for people through my YouTube channel as well. Yeah. And like it's a crazy thing. So if you're ever feeling that you're in a comfortable place in life and you don't want to get out of your comfort zone, don't tell yourself it's okay to be in your comfort zone, because it's not. You need to get out of it. Your comfort zone is only going to kill you eventually. It's just going to hurt you, it's just going to bother you. Like, being in the comfort zone is honestly more scary than being out of it. And I'm not joking. Once you see what's there on the other side of your comfort zone, right, you will really be scared for being in your own comfort zone. Like, the comfort zone is scary, and that is what you need. Like, you start panicking when you're in your comfort zone. Like, the whole thing is that when you get out of that, right, you will really start living life. That's when you put your life in momentum, in motion, and that's truly going to be the best thing you'll ever do. Now, with a lot of these things, right, a very important point came in my life, which is people, right? I met a lot of people, a lot of rich people, a lot of people who are in good shape, a lot of people on the, like, they looked like the 10%, the 1% people, and they really were as well. But I noticed one thing amongst them, right? The thing was that all of them, okay, every single one of them, their network, the people they knew, okay, were all similar to them. Like, everyone had successful businesses, everyone was in good shape, everyone had good communication skills, everyone knew how to dress. Like, they all looked like from the same league, okay. And I realized over time that you really become eventually who you, like, you become your network eventually. The people you hang out with, you'll always end up being like them. And this, it's not inevitable, you really do. So you just start changing your circle. I know it's very difficult for, like, people to jump in and get into a very, like, a very powerful network all of a sudden. But what you can do is start removing the wrong people out of your life. Like, it's very important. The people who are not helping you grow, who are not pushing you up in life, who are not taking you, right? The best thing to do is that you need to start cutting off. You need to start changing your circle as much as you can. Maybe not 100%, but at least 10, 20, 30, 40% better. Because I am not joking, you will really become your network. You are who you hang out with, okay? So choose to spend your time with the right people. This is something that traveling really taught me. Like, the people you are with, they'll influence your decisions, they'll influence what do you do, okay? And that influence is very costly, especially coming from the wrong people. So be wise of the people you hang out with, make good choices, stay with good people, people who are ambitious, who want to do good, okay? And eventually you will get there as well. So don't worry about that. And the last thing is, it is only possible if you believe in yourself. It's only possible if you really believe. You can't be skeptical about it and also think that it will work out. Like, if you're making a business plan, you need to put everything into it. You need to believe like a mad person that it is going to work, okay? Like, you need to have faith in yourself, and the faith, like, you need to have faith in yourself and the one above you, because that's what's going to make it happen, okay? As far as you put this right, it is going to happen. As far as you're confident in your idea and he's there up, as far as you have faith, right, it will happen. And that's a guarantee. There is no way it's not happening, okay? So believing is very important. You cannot make a business plan and not believe and be skeptical about your own plan. Like, you have to be confident that okay, it's gonna work, and if it does not, I'm gonna make it work no matter what. And when you start getting that belief, and when you start getting that mindset, right, you will really do everything to make it work. And you need to believe in it, you need to fight for that idea, you need to fight for that thing that you really want. You need to walk that extra mile, you need to push when everything is against you because of that belief, okay? You need to be hell-bent on your belief that you will make it happen no matter what. Until this does not come in you, everything else will get very difficult. Okay, so believe, that's very important. Like, don't just think that, oh, one day. Start right now and believe that you can do it, because you can do it, and I'm not lying. You can. Like, anyone, no matter where you're sitting, no matter who you are, everything is possible if you just believe and you start doing and start working towards it. Okay, so believe. Yeah, and that was pretty much what I wanted to share with you all. Like, I want to share with you guys these things. For those of you all who are new, like, I don't really edit my videos. Whatever it is in the most rawest form possible, because I don't like that habit of people editing and making it look like a fancy video. The whole idea is to give you a raw and the most honest opinion of what I have gone through, and like, everything that I have actually done. The advice I give are things which I have done, which actually work. Okay, and yeah, if you've made so far in the video, you're already beating 99% of the people, because they cannot really focus for so long and they would have already swiped off this video. But if you have made it till here, subscribe to the channel. And as I always say, if you have any questions, queries, doubts, anything, you can DM me or comment down below. I try to reply to every single one of them, and I do reply to DMs as well. So if you ever need me, just text me. Until next video, peace.